Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Cans Pats Talk Patriots podcast. I'm back with y'all today. It is Thursday, and we are 2 weeks from the night NFL draft. We will be finding out probably we still got another hour and a half, but around about 8:20, 8:30, we'll be finding out who the New England Patriots will be drafting with that number 3 overall pick. Man, I cannot believe we are 2 weeks from the draft. It seems like it's been a long wait since the offseason, since January. You had the combine and all those pro meetings in February. Free agency was full of March, and now we got a little bit of downtime, and the draft is upon us. 2 weeks from the night, the draft. 2 weeks from the night. It's 14 days, man. So that's real good. The draft's upon us. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. French. I really think that. But yeah, I think it's a pivotal pick for the franchise to get us back to where we want to be at. That's what I believe. And man, with this third pick, like I said from the whole time, I'm about to talk about here shortly. You got to go to quarterback. So a lot of rumors, like I got there in my head, and like a lot of rumors, JJ McCarthy, um, Jaden Daniels. I mean, me personally, I don't think if you're picking at 3, I don't think you'd be picking JJ McCarthy there. I think that pick should go to somebody with high upside. Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Everything that I'm hearing out of Washington, they probably can go Jaden Daniels at 2. So on the board at 3, that's going to leave you with what? Drake May, JJ McCarthy. You trade back. Me personally, I want Drake May, but I haven't heard a lot that the Patriots like Drake May. I've heard it from Phil Perry and some of the guys, but not a lot. But I have been hearing a lot of rumors about the JJ McCarthy. The hype is real. And when you're hearing this much smoke, this much rumors from a lot of people, you got to believe. Everything can't be smoke screen. How do you distinguish what's smoke screen and what's key smoke screen this time of the year? Back. Can't like I was saying, we can't be everything can't be smoke screen this time of year. I know it's a lot of smoke screen, but at some point I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. The truth is somewhere in the middle of all of this right here, and I really believe that. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happened. We'll find out in 2 weeks. I think next week, leading up to the big week of the draft, you're gonna start hearing which way the Patriots are leaning, and some of these other teams that are ahead of us. You start hearing. We all know first that Chicago's going Williams. Williams is going to Chicago at 1. Right, it's starting to leak out a little bit that the Commanders going to go Jaden Daniels. I'm not sure, but I think that's probably how it's going to go. Normally, like a week before the draft, you start hearing a lot of stuff. You already know how the first 2 picks going to go. So I think the draft really starts right there with Washington at number 2. That's where the draft really starts. I really believe that. The draft starts at 2 with Washington, and we're going to find out what they're going to do. Now, I have heard some rumors that they could sneak up and go Drake May, and then that would really turn the draft upside down. Because if they go Drake May there at 2, do the Patriots run up and did they go Jaden Daniels? They go JJ McCarthy? What do the Patriots do? Because I think the Patriots have to have a backup plan. Because if Washington goes Jaden, I think New England's going to go Drake at 3. But let's just say Washington don't go Jay, they go Drake May. What do the Patriots do from there? So we're really going to find out. My gut feeling is they're deciding right now between 2 players. It's either going to be Drake May and JJ McCarthy. That's my gut feeling on everything right now. It's between JJ McCarthy and Drake May. That's what I've been here. I know Jaden Daniels visited early in the week. Haven't really heard how those meetings went. I'm assuming they went pretty well. But Drake May visited last weekend, and I'm presuming that went well because the Patriots did meet with him at the combine, his pro day, right before the pro day. Then they met with him again last week. So they've done a lot of work on Drake May. The Patriots have done a whole lot of work. If y'all just tune in, make sure you like. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video. On Twitter, make sure you share the comment. Facebook, Instagram, make sure y'all comment, like, share. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate the like. Hit that like button on YouTube. But they've done a lot of work on Drake May. And if you look at some of the mock drafts, I've seen a few that has us getting Jaden Daniels. I've seen Drake May. I've even seen a couple from NFL Network, I believe, that had us going JJ McCarthy. So it's kind of all over the place right now. It's nobody really consistent. I've seen all three different prospects marked to us. Only thing we do know for sure that we won't be getting Caleb Williams. He's going to Chicago, as I said previously. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. What do the Patriots do with the third pick? I think I heard Schefter say the other day on the podcast that they're not going to trade back. He's not for sure. Of course, if they get a bad, like Gerard Mayo said, I'm sure they would be open to trading back. But for everything else, not hearing that. And then the good news is, Pats Nation, if they do trade, let's just say they was to trade back sometime this week, this weekend, next week, anytime before the draft, from now to the draft, that price is going to be high because as we get close to the draft, that price is only going to go up. The price for that pick is only going to go up. So you're talking about 3, 4, multiple first round pick. I know Tom Curran already said that they weren't going to go for just it's going to take more than two ones that Minnesota have. So that tells you right there maybe 4 first round picks. Who in the heck is going to give that up? So that tells you right there they really don't want to come off that pick unless they get a bag, a big amount for that pick. Don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. So it's all signs are pointing towards with the number third pick, when Roger Goodell comes up there with the card, it being Drake May or JJ McCarthy. It won't be wide receiver. It won't be a tackle draw. It's going to be a quarterback. Which one? That's the big question. That's the big question right there. Nobody knows. But I've heard a lot of stuff about this JJ McCarthy hype. And upon further review, I've been doing some film work on the past couple of days. He can throw the ball, as I said the other night. He can throw the ball. He throws a tight spot. My only problem with him is he puts a lot into his throws. It seems like he throws hard every snap. I don't see him just layer a ball like across the seam or nothing like that, but he can throw the ball. He can throw it deep, intermediate, short. I feel like he puts a lot on every ball, but he throws a nice tight ball. He can throw the football. I have seen that from McCarthy. I have been able to see that he can throw the ball. He's not huge, but he's not. I'm not gonna say he's tall. I think he's like 6'2", maybe 6'. I'm gonna say 6'2". But he's not big, like he's not Drake May size, Justin Herbert Johnson. He's nowhere near nothing like that. He's more on the shorter side, I believe, but he's not short, not too tall. He's the average height for a quarterback and whatnot. But he can throw the ball, he can move. He's not Mac Jones. He's not Mac Jones. Better arm strength, more athleticism, more mobile. He could do all that. He's more quicker than Mac Jones, especially the way he throws the football. Mac Jones, he throws a fluttery ball or whatnot. Got like a balloon on. That's what Matt Jones had. JJ McCarthy actually can throw the ball. He can sling it. So I like what I've seen from JJ McCarthy. I'm not saying we should pick him at 3. I'm not saying we should trade back and get him, which I could see that possibly happen, which I'll get in here soon. But I am saying he can throw the ball. He's just not some ordinary. He can play. I can see it. Jamar, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you joining in, man. Make sure y'all like that video if y'all just getting on YouTube, Twitter, wherever. If you're on YouTube, please like the video. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the comments. Man, but my thing is, if you're picking at number 3 with that pick, it has to be a game changer. And I know Drake May was pretty good in college. His first year was better. Not saying he's going to come to the NFL and automatically be a game changer, but that's the potential upside you're going to get from a Drake May. That's what you're going to get from him if you pick him there at 3. I wouldn't pick McCarthy there at 3. It's too much unknown. It's too much unknown there with McCarthy at 3. I mean, if you telling me you're going to trade back to 5, 6, maybe even 7 and get JJ McCarthy, I'm fine. I'm all in it because you get more capital and you get a quarterback. But just sitting there picking him at 3, I don't see it. I don't, I think you got to go Drake May there. I think Drake May's the pick. And I think all along we've heard that the Patriots would be happy with either May or Daniels. And if the board shakes out how we think it's going on, how we think it's probably going to shape up, it's probably going to be, you're probably going to have May and Daniels. You're probably going to have one of them on the board. So it's possible. Okay, we're back. But yeah, we're gonna see, man. If the board shakes out how we think it's going to be, you're going to have either May or Daniels on the board. If Washington goes Daniels, May going to be there. Washington go May, Daniels going to be on the board. Now the question is, do the Patriots stick and pick? What would they do with that pick? What would they do with it? We don't know yet. It's still to be determined. My gut feeling is they stick and pick. They stay with the pick because from everything I've read, I've seen, I've heard, they really like this quarterback class. So it's going to be, I think they'll be fine with May or Daniels or maybe even McCarthy. With Justin McCarthy, I just don't think they should do it there at number 3. That's just my opinion. I don't think they should pick him at 3. And I've seen a lot of other people say the same thing. That's a risk right there, man. I'm fine with missing on Drake May. You telling me Drake May's a project, he's not done, which he is raw. But you telling me he's going to be a bust? I'm fine missing on. I'll be happy with that. I wouldn't be fine with, and if we pass on May and he turns out to be real good, I'd be pretty upset. No, we miss on McCarthy. I wouldn't be too mad about that because we don't know. It's the unknown. Missing on May, I'd be pretty bad. I'd be mad about that. I would if he goes, because I think Drake May's probably even going. He's going to New England or Minnesota. Minnesota's probably going to trade it with Arizona or somebody for the 4th for the 5th, and they're going to get it. I don't think the Giants going to take a quarterback. I don't think New York's going to take a quarterback. I think the Giants sitting at 5, I think, or 6. No, Giants at 6. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. I honestly think Washington drafting Drake and we're taking Jaden. Jamari, everything I've heard, I don't think that's going to happen, man. I've seen, and Schefter's one of the big dogs, man. Anything Schefter says, I listen. I take with it. I think everything I've heard, they're going Jaden Daniels. We talked about this on my pod last night. We go May at 3, and then somewhere between 25-30, we trade back in for Coleman or wide receiver in general. I'm not the biggest fan of Keon Coleman after the huddle. Appreciate the shout out. Make sure you like the video on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe or whatnot. I'm not the biggest fan of Coleman. He doesn't separate a lot, big body, but we do need the size though. We need an X wide receiver. So I definitely can see us taking him, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. But I like the May pick though. I think if we trade back, I would trade back in for AD Mitchell after the huddle. What you think about that? No way they pass up on May. Who you talking about, Jamari? Washington or the Patriots? I think Washington's going down. Everything I've heard, I would be shocked if they go May. Schefter said it. Albert Breer said it. Some guy from NFL. Everybody's saying the same thing about it. I think Washington's going Daniel. I think they're set on Jaden Daniel. I don't think they're going May. No way they pass up on May. I'm assuming you're talking about Washington. I think they are, man. Talking about what? Yeah, I think they are. Everything, because listen to this, Jamari. Jaden Daniels is ready to play right now. He's 24 years old. Well, he'll be 24 this year. Washington has a team that can compete and win right now. They just need to add offensive lineman. And then what's the best friend of offensive line? A running quarterback. And Jaden Daniels can move. Drake May can move too. But you look at the offense with Cliff Kingsbury, I think it fits Jaden Daniels even more better. I don't think they want to wait on May to get. I don't think May's ready to play right now. I don't think so. I don't think Washington want to take that gamble. I think they go on Jaden Daniels. And then they just got rid of Sam Howell. You think they're going to go to another UNC quarterback? I don't think. I think they're going to. Everything I'm hearing is Jaden Daniels for Washington. Jamari, think of it this way: Kingsbury wants Caleb, but he's not getting him. So his coaching style, he's going to want the next similar thing. Jaden Daniels hitting there around the head. I agree. Yep. Kingsbury wants Caleb, but he's not getting him. So it's coaching style. He's going to want the next similar thing. Jaden, I completely agree. Jamari said, yeah, facts after the huddle. Good point after the huddle. Y'all just tune in on Twitter, YouTube. Make sure you like to hit that thumbs up, hit the like button. Share the content. I appreciate it. So I'm not a fan of either Coleman or Leggett. I like Leggett. I think he can be Z or he can be X. I didn't think he got a lot of. I think last year he had his best season at South Carolina. He's been there for a few years, but he really just came. The thing that scares me about him, he only got one good season of production. What about the season before that? The season before that? So he just came out of nowhere. So what Xavier Leggett am I getting? Am I getting the one that's coming out this year that had a good season for the 2023 season, or I'm getting the person that we didn't know about before then? What Xavier Leggett am I getting? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I just need to know what Leggett am I getting. That's all I want to know. If I'm getting a good Xavier Leggett that just came on, I'm happy with that. I like AD Mitchell, Xavier Leggett, Brendan Rice. I think you can get Brendan Rice on late day too. I think he'd be there. I wouldn't panic, move up for Brendan Rice. Javon Baker at a UCF is a baller. He is a stud. He can ball. I like him. I think you get him on late day too. If y'all ain't heard about Javon Baker, go look him up. He is a baller. I love Mitchell for sure, though. Really want neighbors, but no shot. Look, hey, what about this after the huddle? What if we did something like the Texans did last year? They got CJ Stroud and they move all the way back up. And I doubt this happened. They move all the way back up and got Will Anderson. That's what I want to happen, but I doubt it happens. Rice, Rice, Lad, anybody who Steve Smith talked about, yeah. Hey, probably can get both of them. I think we're gonna double dip. I think we're getting two wide receivers. Jamar said Baker's in. Hey, Baker, he's like that. He like that. He's a baller. He can play. Told you, man, he can play. I say we should draft wide receiver with our third pick. And who's gonna throw it to him? You get Spencer Rattler in the second round. You want to look at Jacoby Brissett throwing to Marvin Harrison all year? Or do you mean we should draft wide receiver with our third round pick? I hope you're not talking about the third overall pick at number 3. Because I don't want to sit back and watch Jacoby Brissett throwing to Marvin Harrison all year. I'm assuming you're talking about third round. Keith Rattler at New England straight up. Oh, he said third round pick. Keith Rattler out of New England straight up. Third round. Okay, third. Yeah, okay. With the third round pick, I think what is our third? What can somebody hit? I think it's at 68, I think. Cause we got 3, then we got 34. I think after that is 60 something, I think. I think Javon Baker will be there. You can get Baker and maybe like a Ricky Pearsall. We need to come out with 2 wide receivers in this draft that can play right away. Because you look at the depth chart. Take tackle with a second round pick. We need to come out with 2 wide receivers in the draft. You got KJ Osborne, Kendrick Bourne, Juju, Pop Douglas. We need an X. We need a big X wide receiver. We can get that, we'll be in business. By the way, Ken Small, where I watched, I think last week's show, and then as I'm watching Nick Cattle show, seeing you in as well. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. I like Nick Cattle, man. I had him on my pod a couple months back. Good guy, does a good job with his content, man. Much respect for him and Greg. But I like a lot of on the Boston media, Patriots media. I heard you had Nick on. I think Nick's coming on our pod after the draft too. Oh, pretty sweet, man. Definitely got to give your podcast a subscription. I'm gonna do that. Our third round pick is the 68 pick. Yeah, I thought it was 68. Yeah, I think we can get Baker. We get a wide receiver there. Also, I just had Andrew Callahan on yesterday. That one on that show was up. Make sure you go to YouTube and hit that like button and watch that video. Pretty good show. Andrew Callahan from the Boston Herald and the Pass Interference Football Podcast. Real good guy. Had him on the show yesterday. And then the day before the draft, I got a big guest coming on, man. So I can't spoil that right there. But on day before, I got some guests lined up. I got one coming on next week, and I got one coming on the day before the draft, man. I can't spoil that one. Our third round pick is the 68 pick. Yep. I think you can get a wide receiver there. Javon Baker, Brendan Rice. Actually, I think Brendan Rice might end up going on day 3, but just as Jerry Rice saying, probably go earlier than that. As a content creator, you find it hard getting people on the show. It can be, but genuinely, when you start doing the content, get your name out there, it comes more naturally, man. It's not really that hard. You put the work in, you can get anybody on your show, really. That's what I love about being a content creator. I just really started. I've been doing this since over a year now, just about. So but we getting there though. I just been consistent now, man. Make sure if y'all watching, I will be on Monday through Friday for the most part. It might be Monday through Thursday sometimes, depending on how my Friday schedule go. But for the most part, I will be on 7:30 p.m. Eastern time every weekday. Unless it's like breaking news, I might go live then. But every weekday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the follow me on IG, Twitter, all that, man. Make sure, man. I definitely appreciate it. You make content after the huddle. That's a question for you from Jamari. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel after the huddle. Yeah, our first interview ever was a band from Cali. We're based out of NOLA. Okay, I'm going to New Orleans in February next year for the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go out there. Got some credentials, or I will be at the Super Bowl next year. That whole week, man. So maybe we can meet up or whatnot, man. I will be there. I will be out there on some content. But man, this JJ McCarthy hype is going crazy, man. It's like I was saying, man. It's rare that you hear all this stuff coming out of nowhere. Like you can't call everything smokescreen. Everything is not smokescreen. I mean, the truth is somewhere in the middle. Everything cannot be a smokescreen. I mean, at what point we can say, okay, it's real? Because the Patriots pick him at 3, then we're gonna say, oh man, that wasn't smokescreen. Everything can't be smokescreen, so we have to be wary of some things, man. Where the truth is somewhere in the middle. I always remember that. But me personally, man, I'm big fan of Drake May. I'm from North Carolina, born and raised here. Same with Drake May. Met him in the airport. Met him at the airport, Indy. Man, I just like with that, and I'm not just a biased man just because he's from North Carolina. I was liking Drake May before I even met him at the airport and got a picture with him. Good guy, cool guy, man. I was liking him even before then, man. Big fan of his. Yeah, Jamal, we basically a podcast that covers the entire league. We do live shows almost weekly. We did one last night. I'm gonna check you out after the show. Give you a subscribe. I don't believe that just to talk honestly. I'm starting to believe it, man, because it's coming from different people. Some of different people, man. But at 3, heck no. Unfiltered and all. Do y'all watch Patriots Unfiltered, the New England Patriots show that goes live? I think Tuesdays and Thursdays. I watch that show. Patriots Unfiltered with Evan Lazar, Paul Perlo, I think Fred, Mike DeSalt. I watch it on every Tuesday and Thursday from what is it, 12 to 2, I think. Really good show, man. I like it. I try to catch up with some of the Patriots podcasts a lot during the week. Okay, bet I'll check it out. We really should be called a Rivals podcast called my coach at Dog New York Giants fan. I listen to them and yeah, that's a good podcast, man. And the Catch 22, I love Catch 22. Alex and Evan, too good. They good, man. They good together, man. I like Evan. I like Patriots Unfiltered more though. I have trust in Mayo not drafting JJ. Well, he better go Drake, man. But it's just, do you guys find it interesting though that we've heard a lot more about the Patriots' interest in JJ McCarthy than we've heard about their interest in Drake May or Jaden Daniels? Now, I did hear a couple weeks back from Phil Perry that the Patriots really liked Drake May. He interviewed well with them. But I haven't heard it as much as I've heard about these JJ McCarthy things. It's coming from all over the place. I actually called in about 2 years ago to PU and stumped them on trivia question. I call in sometimes. I'm starting to trust our scouting department. Yeah, man. I want to see how these guys do it wide receivers. I'm starting to see how these guys do it wide receivers. One more thing before I get off. Like this how I feel like right now. There's a lot of smoke screen, a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm just ready for the draft to get here and get over with, man. Because I can't take no more of this smoke screens. No, all these rumors. I'm getting alerts, notifications, everything. I can't take no more of it, man. I'm just ready for the draft to get here and be done. But there's a part of me that's like, damn, after the draft, it ain't gonna be nothing else to talk about because May and June gonna be slow. Ain't much going on with OTAs and Ricky mini counts and regular mini count stuff like that. So I think we just need to sit back and digest it these next couple weeks and let the draft slowly get here because we're gonna be wishing we was going through this time after the draft because it's gonna be so dead. Ain't nothing gonna be going on. So we're gonna be wishing we had this time, but it's like it's kind of getting draining. All this stuff coming out right now. I'm just ready for the draft to get here. 2 weeks from the night. I'm pumped up. I've never been this anxious and ready for a draft in my years. Been a fan, loving just watching football. I think it's because we're picking at number 3. We're not picking in the back end of the draft anymore. But I'm fired up. I'm ready for the draft, man. Like, facts. This is basically, and if man, it's just like, I mean, how many more reports we gonna see? How many more rumors and this and that? I'm just ready to get to the big dance, man. Like, let's just go ahead and get it all over with, man. I'm just ready for it. I'm praying May falls to us. I think he'll be there. Like I said, man, to start the show, if everything that I'm hearing is accurate, we're gonna have an opportunity to pass up on May or JJ McCarthy. Both of them will be there. I mean, I think right now my gut is that it's going to be between Drake May and JJ McCarthy. I think they are battling that out right now to see. They are battling that out right now to see what they're going to do. I mean, who they like better. My gut's telling me May, but when you hear some of the rumors that they like McCarthy, you don't know what to expect. You don't. I think May is the better prospect, better player. But I mean, listen, I watched some Drake May film. It's because this is our quarterback for the future and their blue chip prospects. Agree. I think like I watched some Drake May film, and I'm not going to tell you he does miss some throws. He does plays a little erratic at times, but if he can get the footwork cleaned up and some of the inaccuracy cleaned up, I think he's going to be a really darn good quarterback. I'm thinking top 5, top 10. We need somebody that's going to be able to compete with the Mahomes, the Burrows, the Allens, the Herberts, the Lamars. I don't think you're going to get that, JJ McCarthy. What's JJ McCarthy's ceiling? What would be McCarthy's ceiling with what he's going to have to work with the Patriots? Like, I just think we're gonna have to be too perfect around him. I've seen Drake May play good when everything is not good around him. I've seen it. We on Twitter too. Also, after the huddle was the name. Got you. But I've seen Drake May play in a messed up pocket. I've seen Drake May on a bad team. I've seen Drake May when everything around him isn't good. I haven't seen that from JJ McCarthy. Haven't seen JJ McCarthy throw the ball 35 times. Drake May had a bad team last year. They had a pretty good record. I think he threw 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That team was bad last year. Drake May still played good. Had some bad. I mean, his stats weren't like 2022 Drake May, but he still played good when everything around him wasn't solid. I mean, only wide receivers he got is what? Tez Walker? That's it. He's probably going to be a day 3 pick, a late day 2 pick. Like, I've seen it from Drake May. That's why I seen the potential, the upside, and we got Brissett. So we don't have to play Drake May right away. He doesn't have to play right away. But I've seen what Drake can do when everything around him is not perfect. I've seen it. I have not seen it from JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I watched a lot of Drake May film. I know what all comes with him, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Jamari. I'm fine with missing it. If we get him and it's a disaster, it's a mess, I'm fine with that because we took the risk. We didn't settle for JJ McCarthy or the safe pick. He can figure it out. Agree. Sleeper maybe Mike Pratt from Tulane to compete for Zappy job because let's be real, we don't want Zappy and Brissett gone after next year. Okay. Only quarterbacks I watched this year was JD being in NOLA and Caleb being a USC fan since Sanchez days. Agree. What you like about Jaden Daniels after the huddle? What you like about him? He's staying. He can throw the ball. I like how he throws the ball. He definitely can throw the ball. He's staying small. He looks like Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna say to be Lamar Jackson as a player, but he can throw the ball. But yeah, he can throw the ball. But damn, man, I can look good at throwing to Malik Neighbors and and Brian Thomas. I look good. I mean, he had studs around him. So, man, I just can't wait. We are 2 more weeks. 2 weeks from tonight. Around this time, we'll find out. Keep my paper. We are picking 3, so by 8:20, 8:30, we'll know what's going on. Jaden has some CJ Stroud type of accuracy, but yeah, he does. Very accurate. Not the biggest arm, but he can throw it. I just couldn't see him playing in New England with that bad weather. I don't know how that would work with him. I don't know. I can see Drake May though. Also, to your super question, we're gonna probably go to the NFL experience as well. I'll be there. We now just got to find out how to get credentials. Okay, okay. I think you can go to the NFL website and maybe apply for credentials, or but if you, your channel might can get approved, man. Yeah, that might. I mean, just have to look that stuff up. I'm sure you'll be able to get there, but you still can get like a free pass to the NFL site just to go to the fan experience. He has pinpoint accuracy. Agree. Hey man, 2 weeks from tonight, we're doing a draft. I appreciate all y'all joining me, man. Appreciate chopping it up. Hey man, you see it down at the bottom. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on IG. Follow me on Twitter. On this video right here, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video. If you're gonna check me out later on night, make sure you like the video. Cause I know some of y'all be working, be busy. Only get to my videos later on night. I appreciate everything y'all do, but make sure when you check me out, hit that thumbs up, like the video, comment, let me know, and just stay tuned, man. I got some special guests lined up. Got some big time shows coming up. We are 2 weeks from the draft. A lot of stuff going on. It's crazy. It's a hectic time, but just bear with me because we're going to make it, man. 2 more weeks from the night. NFL draft. We'll be on right around this time, man. I appreciate everybody. Hope y'all had a good rest of your night, good weekend, and I will see you back Monday when I go back live. In case something breaks over the weekend, I'll be back live, though. But, hey, who knows, man? I might just pop up tomorrow and do a live. We'll see. But, hey, man, make sure y'all follow me, subscribe, like, hey, and peace out. Have a good one.